Okay, here's some tips on how you can help your kids with the four-seam grip, finding it faster when they're first learning, and then also making sure that they're throwing properly at their release point, that they're getting on top of the ball, and they're making sure that they're pulling down and making good four-seam rotation. So when I first started doing this, I would just take a Sharpie and draw a line around the ball. What I found was not only was I not as accurate, but I didn't always draw a straight line. So what I can do instead is use some electric tape, which works a lot faster and it's a lot straighter. So all you got to do the electric tape is find your four-seam grip and just make sure that you pull down and make a nice straight line. So now, when you're teaching your kids how to find the four-seam grip, it's just as easy as if the kid's hand is big enough, usually around 9 or 10, they're going to start using 2 fingers, and they can just split that electric tape. And if they get on top of the ball and they pull down instead of peeling off to the side, they really get through the release point, they're going to form a nice perfect stripe. So they can throw back and forth with their partner, and they can work on throwing that, finding the four-seam grip fast, and also making sure they're getting through the release point. And if they do it right, they're going to get a nice stripe. If they pull off to the side, or if they accidentally grab the two-seam grip, then they're going to get a big wobbly deal going on, and they're going to be able to see it real easy. For the kids whose hands are a little bit too small for the baseball, kind of like on this softball here that I'm going to do. For me, the softball's too big for me to hold the four-seam grip. I'm a little crooked. So just to help a kid that is going to be using 3 fingers, they can just put their middle finger right on that stripe and throw. Okay? And then once again, if they get on top of the ball and they pull down through their target, they're going to get a nice stripe formed. All right, and if they peel off to the side or they grab a two-seam grip, then they're going to get a wobbly, crooked stripe. And that's a real quick way that you can introduce your kids to how to find the four-seam grip and make sure that they're pulling down and getting through the release point and making nice, accurate throws.